Good. So next question?
Yeah, next question. This is from r/marketing. And this person wants to know, what do you do with loser A/B test pages? Do you keep them around? Do you delete them?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the best A/B test we
Okay.
ever ran at Acumen, because we talked about it in the last a little bit. But so we were in a meeting, and there must have been 15 of us in this meeting. I think you were in there, and we talked about signals of trust. I found several articles around how you increase the trust on your website, and all these very intricate, detailed things that you can do to inspire trust in the person that's going to type in their credit card number to this random faceless website. And so we were in there, and we have a developer named Brian Sage, and Brian is a bit of a jerk. He's hilarious. He's always looking for the easy way out, and so he's a great guy. And he says, "Okay, done." And in the meeting, and we're like, "What?" He said, "I set up an A/B test," and he shows us, and it's this badge. It's this faceless badge, and it says "Satisfaction Guaranteed" with an exclamation.
Yeah. And that's it. I mean,
that's it.
Yeah.
And sort of like, hey, you're an idiot. But since you've set it up, let this test run. And sure enough, literally, what was it, 22% increase in conversion rate. It was in the footer of the site. It was just satisfaction guaranteed. And we were at the time probably a $60-ish million business. So, I mean, 60 times 22, that's a $12, $15 million jump in revenue from a stupid, silly badge.
Well, a badge that really has no inherent meaning to it. So, I mean, you can see those, like, there's the Symantec, like, secure badges, or you can apply and get the badges from your credit card companies. Right. This is literally just a branded piece of design built there to increase trust with our shoppers.
Right. So that's probably the most impactful, crazy. I mean, we've done better tests, but I mean, that one, as far as no amount of work to reward, I mean, nothing even comes close. So what do you do with the losers? I think you have to learn from it, right? I mean, there was a reason you tested this in the beginning, and we would test everything. Once we got to a steady state, I believe you ought to test everything without, even if you're firmly convicted it's going to win, do it anyway and be data-driven and trust the results. And so what to do with the losers, I think you have to learn from it. So especially if it's a paradox where you say, this is going to win, I'm positive of it, and it loses. Well, why did it lose? You ought to have a teardown of why maybe this lost, because then out of that you can brainstorm what will win and why. If something paradoxical wins, you don't understand well enough, so figure out why.
Yeah, I completely agree. Keeping that old loser page as a source of data and inspiration and something to learn from, I think is a big deal.
Yeah, as a source of inspiration, if nothing else.
You can go back and look at it and say, why did this page lose? The next page we build, let's not build it this way. So, like, just compound on those learnings from every single one you build.
There's a site out there, and maybe multiples, I can't think of the name of it, maybe you know it. It shows... It's kind of a game. Which one won, basically? So it shows you A versus B, and you pick. And man, I was never any better than like 50% at that. I mean, sometimes I was even like less than that. I think probably. But if we can find it, Joe, we'll put the name of the URL here and let you check that out. But a wealth of knowledge that you can gain from doing that. Most of them are paradoxical. Which ones wins? So.